Om is pure consciousness. Om is all-knowing. Om is free from all the suffering. Hundreds of attributes of your honey represents the name of your honey. See that? Only difference that the honey may have many positives, few negatives, but Om only has positives. So you are exploring deeper. So in the fifth stage, what happens? You may start hearing that Om coming from deep inside you. So that becomes the part of Nada Yoga. And when you are settled in pure peace and happiness and the joy, so that becomes the part of Raja Yoga. Like this. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences. Now we will share our experiences. How are you, Stephen?
I'm good. It was different. The only thing that I recall, I mean, I stayed with it the whole time. I had my eyes started to water during the first om 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 om. And then after that, I felt energy movement from my head to my heart, to my head to my heart, and that's all I can recall.
That's so beautiful. Yeah, these experiences come, especially a lot of tears come, I have seen in this. Christina, you are ready to share, I know. Come on, tell me what happened.
Okay. Um, I'm, I never thought I'd be upset with you, but I was almost so upset that we had to leave that. That was incredible. So
That was incredible. Yes. You unmute the sound. I don't hear
sorry.
that.
There we go. Okay, sorry. Um, I honestly need some time to process that, but what I can explain right now is I almost I feel sorry, I'm like speechless. um, just at one point, one takeaway, I felt so my heart was fluttering so heavily and so it felt like butterflies wings were inside of me and fluttering so hard. I like felt like I was almost going to pass out of happiness, and it was great. I
Ah,
can't
good.
talk anymore, but yeah, wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, yes. I felt that in you. How are you, David and Jerry?
Very, very extreme level of awareness and consciousness to a very high level, and a very high level of energy going through the process. Um, Similar to Stephen, I didn't realize it until he said it too. My eyes were watering, but it was interesting because after the um, actionable session was over with, um, then when you started doing the Om Shanti at the end, I felt like I was right back in where I was doing the Om again. It sort of brought me right back to that when you were doing it at the end.
Ah, beautiful. You see that I did not explain it deeply that what are these five different levels of the sound, which is a part of Nadi Yoga. I will explain it in the next session. But I said that you should have focused Om with the meaning that we have explained. And that is what happened to David. How are you, Jerry?
Well, sir, that was very interesting. So it started out with a lot of energy,
Yes.
which then led into the Om with a vibration. So the fast Om created the energy, and then I had a ton of vibration for the second part, and then the quiet Om was just really peaceful. The silent Om went dark.
Went
So
dark.
this was just infinite space with the silent Om. And then when you began to Om during that, I started to see a lot of light again.
Lot of
So
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We'll
wonderful.
understand that. How are you, Sam?
Um, I'm really good. I would say, as opposed to the more passive practices we've been doing recently, I would say with those, I find myself um, escaping physical world, but I feel like this brought everything from the in outward. So I was just focused on the consciousness, not anything else. Nothing else
That's
really mattered. I wasn't going escaping things. I was focusing on consciousness. So a little bit of a
that's
different way of arriving at the same thing.
yeah, 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 yeah. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is. How are you, Lara?
I am good. Um, I actually
Crazy stuff.
love, well, I've been oming actually for the past, every Saturday for the past probably 4 months. We om Saturday mornings at the studio. So there's a group of us that have been doing it. I haven't done the fast om, so I might add that in, but we've been doing the rest of it. And so I love the practice. With the fast home, I felt a lot in my heart today. It was like just this opening and fluttering and just the sensation out of the heart. And then when we were doing the small drop ohms today, it's almost like, for lack of a better word, I see like a pupil of an eye, and then it goes, and then it comes back, and then it goes. And so it was quiet. So it was nice. I love it. I love
It's
the
a
Om. That's why I named my business Om 3.
it's a beautiful. You all have a variety of experiences. So the different schools of thought. No, I should not say this. For me, it is only one Eastern wisdom. But for the sake of understanding, that every experience gives you an idea that where you are, which path is suitable. You know, that is what the beauty of this Eastern wisdom, and it's a beautiful. How are you, Leslie? We did crazy stuff.
Good morning. So at the beginning, I don't like doing out loud stuff. So it was a little bit hard for me for about the first couple minutes. But then after, like, something switched and I just kind of was able to do it without thinking about it too much. And then somewhere in there, my eyes started watering. Um, and I just stuck with it.
Stuck with it. You see, all of you, when I used to give this practice almost 5 days program for 5 hours each day. So one of the practice, it used to be for 10 minutes for each arm. Now I'm telling you, but you need not to worry about it. Some people used to cry very loud. Some people used to throw their arms in the field. So we used to keep a lot of distance. So a couple of my assistant teachers were there, so I used to tell them that hold on. We only did for 5 minutes each. The moment you increase the duration, it releases. You can compare it with catharsis, you can compare it with lot of stuff. So when the Lara and the Christina says it was opening up of the heart, so you sometimes start crying with the joy, the happiness. A sense of ecstasy comes. So, how are you, John, my friend? No, yeah. In the mean, yeah. I don't hear you. So in the meantime, let Kate do, and then we will come to John and Terry.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Girish. So I had a similar feeling of the connection. I had a similar to everybody's experience, actually, in a different way. But one thing that was beautiful was sort of a interrelation. The colors were purple and green when the heart and the it was just a real beautiful interrelation of the colors of the chakras of the crown and the heart, and then a deep kind of settling in it, like when we started to be the silent ohms, and then even more so going from that to similar to Jerry, like I wouldn't say dark, but it was like gray and then white light.
Right.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yes, these color represents the different states of mind that we are going to talk about it in our next session in relation to 5 different stages of Om meditation. So, Terry, are you okay? I can share with you in the meantime, John, if John looks
Um,
or Terry.
I
Yes,
can go
Terry.
now.
How
Hello?
are you, Terry? Yes.
I felt also very happy.
Very happy.
I followed, yes. Yes, the first two practices were more difficult, but I followed them. The second
Just
two were more joyous for me.
beautiful,
And I
beautiful.
felt the interaction with the body. I felt it in my body and
Felt it.
everywhere
Oh,
and
that's good.
all everywhere. And I felt like I continued to have the image of a cave, like with a drop of water, one drop. And
Ah,
also, this is kind of funny, of a frog.
ah.
I came home. So I
Yes,
started,
yes.
I felt, I enjoyed it. It was not easy, but it was beneficial.
Beautiful. That's good. I'm sending you all this audio file and you do it every day to be happy. How are you, Sangeeta?
Uh,
सर एकदम ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे अंदर ओम का डांस हो रहा है, मतलब उस टाइप से लग रहा था, रिदमिक मूवमेंट थी।
Rhythmic. She
और
felt that
जब
Om is dancing inside her heart.
कुछ नहीं करना है तब भी ओम
तब
ने
भी
आप चल रहा था।
That's a beautiful. पहले किया था, पहले तो कराया था, तुमने किया
हाँ
होगा.
जी, हाँ जी, हाँ
Yes,
हाँ
yes, yes. They have done it couple of times, many a times of them. So she felt that Om is dancing inside their heart. So I used to give this practice and to a group of say 25 people with a safe distance with couple of assistant with me, so that if sometime it releases lot of emotions that you have kept deeper inside, and then you have lot of tears. So it is not a regulated conscious chanting of om 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 om. Your no your mind starts crying om 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 om. It's so high and loud. So then the mind does not feel, Leslie, I don't feel like doing it. It's not feel like doing it. What is right and good, we have to do it to reach to that state. So that is all for today. Any question I made? You see, it's something come to my mind. If you have any problem with your own dear and the near ones, go to your room, close the door, and if, say, for example, if the name is your honey is Sam Sam Sam, so instead of Om, you say Sam 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 Sam. You follow all the 5 steps, and that will go away.
Then they
You
call
see,
the police.
no, you have to do it in your room. So, what is going to happen when you are doing it? All the 5 processes, the negatives will drop. The process is that whether you do it with a Om or you do it with any other mantra or any word. So, the negatives normally drop and the mind drops inside. And I know everyone loves each one, so there is no issue. So nothing to do.